Both coaches have gone 9 players deep as Sims on a handoff, and Dallas picking up right where they left off in the second quarter.
Yeah, just not quite there. They're taking advantage of it.
Allen shoveling to Mitchell, who had it hacked away, and Indiana turns it over on their first possession. 64% from the field. They're also plus 10 on the glass. Indiana with just 9 first-half rebounds. Part of that, haven't had much to rebound. Dallas hasn't missed very often. But knocked down her first shot of the preseason, had 2 points in those 8 first-half minutes. Zegras was electric in that first half. And Zegras to where the bank shots.
Zegras for post to block it, let alone guards.
Clark looking back door. Oh, where only Mitchell could get it. He was never open.
Kelsey Mitchell is back and booming as if it never left.
Cross-court pass, it's dangerous, and Cunningham knocked it away.
Mitchell to be successful there. What a pass, CC.
I mean, that pass has to be perfect or it's a turnover. And it's 2 points for Kelsey Mitchell. But off balance, off the mark. 5 of Indiana's 10 rebounds. And they'll go back to her again.
There it is. Wow, wow, wow. Again, you see that there's no help side on that back.
So back-to-back Clark to Mitchell connections for Indiana as the Fever look to work their way back into this one. They got to get some stops, though. Dallas offense just continues to hum. Becker's missing on a 3-ball. She thought she was fouled. Clark on the drive, goes behind the back. Allen back here for Clark. She will launch, draws the foul, and will shoot 3 free throws.
Foul on number 8, Alana Smith. First, second, team's first.
Clark a little slow to get up here. She gave the okay sign to the sideline, but you could forgive Fever fans, the training staff, really anybody, for holding their breath when Caitlin Clark is on.
Zealous on that closeout, didn't give enough space.
Clark will take her 11th. She has 20 points on just 6 shot attempts. Now 10 of 12. And 2 of 3 on that trip.
11 for 13.
You see Aaliyah Boston, you see Lexi Hull down there their season.
Yep.
There's just no reason to push in the preseason. Stephanie White talked about that yesterday at practice as Mitchell carves out some space, including Arike Agumbawale. So you'll see a very different team on the floor here for both Indiana and Dallas 10 days from now. Whistle off the ball going against Odyssey Sims, who's battling against Kelsey Mitchell. 18 games last year. Mitchell pulls up and can't get the roll.
On the stat sheet as she pulled that rebound down.
Berger being hounded by Johnson. Van Commingiato in for her first minutes as well. Those two play give and go. Oh, beautiful backdoor find. It's Van Commingiato to the rookie, Easy Fudd.
How about that? Just being able to know if your head is not looking at me, I know to cut your face. See if I can get something easy going downhill.
Billings turns the corner and just runs into a wall. Will inbound here. Jessica Timmons, rookie out of Alabama, getting her first minutes. Allen off the mark on a 3. The 40th pick. Preston, her preseason opener in New York, has really deep range and is fighting in one of those developmental spots on the roster as Isaiah James steps through and lays it in.
Boy, has she just grown her game top to bottom. Again, just being more and more aggressive as she continues to play.
Allen into the corner, all off the top of the backboard. Allen was a better passer than she gets credit for. 8th among forwards in assists per game last year.
Wow.
Zegras steps back, difficult look, defended well there by Allen, who pulls down the rebound. Johnson wants to run, Dallas gets back defensively, and Johnson draws the foul. She's pushing, just like Clark, just like Mitchell. That's what they want all of their guards to do, but it's one thing to teach it. It's another thing to be able to do it. And I think Johnson has in the preseason.
I agree. And like you said earlier, you know, she's a sponge. She's talking to her teammates during practices, trying to add already.
Timmons driving on Berger, got her into the air. Here is Johnson, and Timmons not on the same page. Berger feed inside, Fancamengiadu, athletic finish. You see Fancamengiadu, a third-year pro, played her college ball with her head coach, Jose. We can't wait for that Sunday of basketball in Ion and really for the regular season to tip off. Had some great preseason basketball here so far. Not to call for steps.
And, you know, we keep on saying preseason and preseason because that's what it is, but expect for the season, and they're super competitive, so got to come out ready to go.
Contact on the handoff as Raven Johnson was trying to fight through the contact. It's the third on. Timmons the switch on to Berger. Shot clock down to 5. The kick out, and Berger hits a 3.
See her a lot with the pull-up 15-footer, but she's been able to add that onto her bag as she's progressed in this league.
Dantis launches and can't connect. Threes, Indiana just 2, and they have both come from Clark. And Kamengiano, deep position, couldn't finish. Acrobatic shot would not fall from James. Nearly a highlight reel finish. Timmons, way off the mark on a 3-ball there.
The rookies trying to compete for a roster spot. You know, it's so important to bring that energy, bring that effort, and then also, you know, it's not always about the points, but how can you elevate?
Literally for Indiana, Justine Passad, who is injured and not playing here tonight. She's dealing with a lower leg injury. A couple more roster spots open up, which is key both for players and teams as James draws the foul. But how many times, I mean, the Fever are the best example of this last year. You have so many players,
right,
and where the Fever were trying to sign free agents last year, in some
you know the plays, you've been around the team, so you know the chemistry, and you know you're going to keep on developing. And you know, for so long it was the 144, 12 teams, 12 roster spots. That's it. That's all. And they've just done a beautiful master job of expanding that as it continues to grow.
Excited to visit Toronto this year.
Absolutely.
For newcomers, and boy, Golden State set the bar high for expansion teams a year ago.
Sell out every single game.
Walker Kimbrough jumps into the passing lane, comes up with the steal, and Trailer finishes. Trailer, another local.